Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today let us discuss and learn more about subordinate clause. In our previous class we had discussed about the clauses and types of clauses. In this class we will learn more about the subordinate clause. You know, the subordinate clause is known to be dependent clause. It is pretty clear from the name itself that a subordinate clause is dependent on a sentence, and therefore it cannot make a sense as complete on its own, and it cannot stand independently, and it needs always a set of words to complete it. The subordinate clause must be combined with an independent sentence to form a complete sentence. Let's see the example. When I grow old, I want to travel the world. So here, when I grow old, this is a subordinate clause, and I want to travel the world is a main clause which stands on its own. But when I grow old doesn't make sense on its own. So in order to be complete, it has to depend upon I want to travel the world. Now let's go to the board and see the types of subordinate clause. I am just telling you, subordinate clauses are of three types: noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. We'll see one by one with example. Let's go to the board. Types of subordinate clauses. There are three types of subordinate clauses: adjective clause. Three types of subordinate clauses: adjective clause, noun clause and adverbial clause. Let's discuss one by one what exactly they are with examples. Adjective clause, a clause with subject and predicate, functions as adjective, describes more about a subject, is called an adjective clause. Focus here. A clause, a group of words with subject and predicate that functions as adjective. That group of words describes more about the subject. That is called an adjective clause. For example, I remember the place where we spent the day. So, where we spent the day, this is the clause here, and this clause describes about the place here, the noun. And another example, I am looking for the rings that I lost last night. That I lost last night is the adjective clause, and this describes about the rings. Noun clause. Noun clause, a clause that does the work of a noun or itself is a noun, but it includes subject and a predicate. So noun clause with a subject and predicate functions as noun. I don't understand what he says. So what he says is the clause here and functions as the object of this sentence, and it is a noun. Here another sentence, can you guess who lost? Here who lost is the clause and functions as the subject of this sentence. So here who lost is the clause functioning as noun. So I think you understood. Let's go to the next one. Adverb clause, a clause that acts as an adverb or does the work of an adverb. Acts as an adverb and does the work of an adverb. It includes a subject and predicate. So you know an adverb which modifies the verb and the adjective, that is an adverb. So here the clause acts as an adverb. That means a group of words that will be describing more about the verb or an adjective. So here see the example. They started the class after the bell was rung. They started the class after the bell was rung. So when did they start? This one expresses when did they start? When the bell was rung, after the bell was rung. So here after it expresses the time. So there is the adverb of time. This expresses the adverb of time. Another sentence, it rained as soon as we came back. So here it rained as soon as we came back. So this also expresses the time. Tell me why he left. Why he left? Asking for the reason, cause, reason. So why he left is working as the adverb here. So these three clauses are acting as the adverb of these sentences. I think you have understood all the clauses: adjective clause, noun clause and adverb clause. So finally we have come to the conclusion. So let us see, a clause is a group of words with a subject and a predicate that can make a sentence on its own. That is main clause. But a subordinate clause is a group of words with a subject and predicate, that also is a subject and predicate, that cannot make a sentence as complete on its own. Here this can make a sentence complete on its own, but this cannot make a sentence complete on its own. So in order to be complete, the subordinate clause, in order to be complete, it has to be combined with the independent sentence or main sentence. So this is all about the clauses.